Footbrawlers, welcome back to another edition of Footbrawler TV. Your commish Big fucking Willis in the house. And on today's show, I got the B.O.Dub, Sean, a.k.a. Trayvon's Gunslingers, a.k.a. Plexico's Gunslingers, a.k.a. Trump's Gunslingers. This guy makes it on the show at least once a year. Welcome to the show, my brother. I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, thanks, sir. Thanks, sir.
All right. I got 3 questions for you, Sean. 3. And you can answer them any order you want. 1, what was the key to success to win the BOW this week? 2, how do you feel about the trades that went down this week, the monster trades? And 3, did Angelo ever pay you from 2010 success of winning the league?
Oh, you were the asshole for that one. All right, so the BOW plan symbol comes down to Derek Johnson, running back. What was it, pick 6, was it? Or a fumble? I can't remember. All I know is I look back and the motherfucker has 21 points.
Monster game by Derek Johnson.
Michael, Seattle, he came through with a couple touchdowns. So those 2 right there. You know, Ryan Matthews get negative yards in my ass. Those 2 dudes who put up 40 points for me, that was a clutch moment for the win.
Okay.
I scored a week. Now, for the trades, I can live with the trades. You know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of got Hopkins for free. Melvin Gordon was given away for free. I can live with that. I sent a trade offer for dude from Melvin Gordon. I traded him, offered him Sammy Watkins. He turned it down. You could have got a lot more out of me. I would trade 3 players for that motherfucker. That's how bad I think he running back. So I think he got undersold for what he gave up for him. But it is what it is. You made a valid point. You know, the league doesn't last as long unless it has integrity. So I'll live with the trade being upheld. That's part of the game. If you can find a trade, get them cheap. That's all you. That's part of the deal. And as for Angelo stiffing me on $400, no, I have not.
Oh, you have not fully gotten paid.
I have not fully got paid.
See what happens when I'm not the commish for 1 year? That's the type of shit that happens. Okay, well, there wasn't much things prettier than your score last week. Maybe your corn rolls. But other than that, not many things were prettier. But we're going to get right into this week's pick'ems. And with game number 1, we have Rojas, which is Show Me Your TDs versus Bianco, Kush. And in this, they're both 1 and 2. They both got average teams. But Rojas has Cam Newton going against Atlanta. That's huge. He's getting Jamal Charles back. I wouldn't start him. And that's an 8:30 game on Sunday night. That's suspect to go ahead and try to start that because he might not play. And it's against Pittsburgh. Julio Jones might really be injured with that banged up ankle. And he's playing Carolina. I don't like it. Then you got Bam Bam Kush with Ingram versus San Diego. Love it. Blunt versus Buffalo, who's given up more TDs against the rush than any other team in the NFL. And Blunt has 4 TDs. And Gronk versus Buffalo. On this one, I'm going Bam Bam Kush.
I like Show Me Your TDs. That's the team I like for that.
Show me your TDs. So you're going against the commish, which is nuts. But your commish got 4 games right last week, which is a bad week for me. But I'm still 14.
I'm going against the future championship of this league this year. Yes.
Okay, I'm the future champ. I like that. Oh, you know what? I forgot to say, today's show is sponsored by your alcoholic beverage of choice. Mine's a Rolling Rock. Sean's getting drunk on a Wednesday night at fucking Ale House. Cheers, brother.
Yeah, I'm on Captain Morgan and Coke, so cheers. There you go.
I hope I could blow in my machine to start my car tomorrow morning. Okay. Game number 2 at 2-1 is the Cologne brothers. Don't fucking worry about it. Versus Adam Hyman with the trade heard around the fucking fantasy universe. The Cologne brothers have Brandon Cooks versus San Diego. Should be a good matchup. Look for him to light it up. And Lucky in London. Andrew Luck in London versus Jacksonville is also a good matchup. Adam is 1 and 2. I think he should change his team name to Captain Insano because I agree with your opinion on the trade. And this guy trades for Derek Carr, preaches Derek Carr, and still starts Andy Dalton.
Yeah, I know.
Now, this guy's got the fantasy blues bad. Instead of starting Melvin Gordon and DeAndre Hopkins, he replaces those guys with Giovanni Bernard and Travis Benjamin. He could have started Kyle Rudolph and his flex, along with Fleener at tight end, but this guy decides to start Adam Humphries. So basically, he traded those two ballers to get Adam Humphries in his starting lineup. Captain Insano. Who takes this match? The Cologne brothers.
Humphreys will not be enough to win the game. So, yes, I'm taking don't fucking worry about it.
Don't fucking worry about it. We agree on that one. We're 1-1. All right. Or 1-2 or something like that. All right, the next game, game 3, is John Page's My Ballsack Hurts versus Moose, O-Town Clowns. Both these teams are struggling. John has a good start, and his key for his success this week will be Kirk Cousins versus Cleveland, because every quarterback, even Tannehill, balls versus Cleveland. And then he's got Johnson versus the Rams. That's a good matchup. Moose has the number 1 wide receiver in fantasy, and he was preaching him in August. He was preaching this guy in August. Marvin fucking Jones, nasty, versus Chicago. That's the number 1 wide receiver, and he put up 40 points last week. He's also got Pitta versus Oakland. No other team in the NFL has given up more points to tight ends than Oakland. Who takes this game? My ball sack hurts.
Even though my dog and I be trading in his piece, and thank you, Moose.
Oh.
He ain't want to trade me to him. I'm going to make it very lovely for him. I'm going to take Moose on this one.
Wow. You know what's crazy? He told me about that trade. He said when you texted him, whenever you're ready to let go of Adrian Peterson, I'm ready for him.
I'm stacked at wide receiver. I would have given him a free penny for that motherfucker.
All right, well, after this, maybe you and me could talk a little trade because I like my running backs too. Okay. And game number 4 is Montalvo. You, the Wednesday night drinker at Ale House, versus Kio, Carne con Papa Santevilla. You have Matt Ryan going against Carolina. That's not a good matchup. That hurts. And so far, that's his first real matchup of the year. He saw Tampa week 1, Oakland week 2, and New Orleans week 3. That's going to hurt him. But you have great wide receiver matchups with A.J. Green versus Miami and Allen Robinson versus Indy. Corey's coming off a loss. Rivers versus New Orleans is a great matchup. I think Rivers is going to be the number 1 QB this week. Gurley at Arizona. Gurley is not who I think we thought he was. He's playing a tough defense. I don't like it. Marshall versus Seattle. Cooper versus Baltimore. Carlos Hyde versus Dallas. He's got tough matchups. I got the braided wonder, Sean Montalvo, taking it.
Thank you, sir. I'm putting it all on James White. If James White gets 10 points, I'm winning.
10 points from James White and you win.
All I need is 10 points from James White. If James White gets 10 points, I'm winning.
I'm not going to lie, that's not the reason I thought you were going to win. But I don't think James White gets you 10 points, but I still think you win. Okay, with game number 5, you have the commish, Big fucking Willis, versus Rayon Speed. That's how you say his last name, right? Speed? This guy has no speed because I played flag football with him numerous times, and he's slower than fucking death. All right, so you got Rayon Speed, 2-1, coming off a win. Nice points scored. He's got Drew Brees at San Diego. Drew Brees is the number 1 quarterback, and he's balling. But Drew Brees does not perform away, and he's going across the United States. I think that's not that good of a start. You got Edelman versus Buffalo and Sanu versus Carolina. Tough matchups. They're not going to be thrown in New England until Tom Brady gets back. Big Willis has Le'Veon ring my motherfucking bell. You said I'm winning the championship. I would have to agree with you. He's going against Kansas City. That's a good matchup. I got a brand new Ferrari in the garage. His name's DeAndre Hopkins. He's going against Tennessee. It's a division match, and he always shits on these guys. Who takes this game? Your commish, Big Willis, with another 200-point game.
So, yeah, I'm taking the New England Patriots of our league. The commish, the future champions this year. I really don't see who will stop me unless the bullshit happens. Yeah.
I appreciate the hype. You're making me more confident.
Unless something injury-wise happens, then I'm all the way.
Bro, I got the handcuffs for my running backs. I'm locked and loaded. I got the number 1 running back and the number 5 running back. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm locked and loaded. And the brawl of the week. Both great teams, and they're both coming off a win. You have Mikey High, he just took me out last week. He's 2-1. Verse Edo, 3-0 for the first time ever in 11 years has Edo ever won 3 games. Let alone 3 in a row. He's never won 3 games. He fucking sucks. I'm happy to have Edo relevant this year. It's nice to have the shit talking in the text messages. He keeps it going. Mikey High has good and tough matches. He's got Chuck Sims versus Denver. I like a catching running back versus tough teams versus Denver. They do good. He's got Antonio Brown versus Kansas City. It's a nice match. But Ben looked bad last week. I think that might hurt him, and I think Kansas City is gonna put some pressure on Ben. It sounds like a good matchup, but it might not be. Fitz threw 6 picks. Look for Big Ben to have 3 turnovers and Antonio Brown to have his lowest scoring game of the year. All right? But you know what he has too? He's got a new fucking sports car in the garage named Melvin Gordon. Thanks, Adam. Versus New Orleans. Great matchup. That guy's going to be his highest score. But Edo has Kelvin Benjamin versus Atlanta, 30 points. CJ Anderson versus Tampa, 25 plus. Tough matchups are Lamar Miller versus Tennessee, Tyrod Taylor versus New England. It's not going to matter who takes this match. I hate to say it. Edo goes 4-0 for the first time ever in fantasy football.
I agree with you 100% on that one.
Yeah. It's pretty simple. Adam with the suspect trades. I'm always involved somehow. I got Sean drinking on a Wednesday night. You're commish Big fucking Willis. Sean, I never got paid from 2010. Thanks for coming on the show. You guys get the fucking league money to me. You're commish Big fucking Willis. And we're out.